online haircut.
What's up, guys? It's the Avenues podcast, back with episode 193. As you guys can probably tell, we're back in the garage. It's just me and Colin today, so we don't have a guest today, but we'll try to get one for next week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess let's just get right into the episode. Do you want to start us off with your topics?
Quick discussion. I'll just bring this up now. So the weather's been weird. It's been really dry and very cold. It was raining last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Dude, my allergies have been very bad.
Same. I've been
I feel like sick. If I could be sick, honestly. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the reason I think it's allergies, the reason I believe that it's allergies, is my throat's really itchy.
Yeah, dude, I've been getting the exact same thing.
My throat is really itchy. My nose, it feels like I have taken a deep fucking waft of you know when you smell hand sanitizer and you feel it in your fucking nasal cavity?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like for me. I just smell rubbing alcohol, and I'm just my nose is runny and I'm just stuffed up and I'm thinking how come? I'm walking to school this morning. So this happened to me yesterday. It wasn't that bad yesterday. It got bad towards the end of in the afternoon, at the end of school. But walking home, I woke up and I felt it. I'm like, oh, this is not good. I was walking to school this morning and I'm looking at the trees. I don't know if you've noticed this. The trees are starting to bloom.
Mm-hmm.
You could see they're purple bulbs, and that's got to be why.
Yeah.
I mean, and then it will start to create pollen after that. So, yeah, it's been really bad for me. I mean, you can't really hear it in my voice, but I'm pretty stuffed up, and I've been sneezing a lot. And if I'm sick, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think I am because my throat's gotten better. My throat was so itchy this morning. Now it's all right. But what about you?
Yeah, that was me. I feel like I'm getting over it now, or maybe it's just weird. Maybe it was a sick cold or something, or maybe it was just allergies. But for some reason, it's not as bad. My beginning of the week, my throat was super scratchy and stuff. It's it almost hurts when you swallow. I don't know if you feel that, but it's it's almost just a sharp pain kind of in your throat, and then just super congested. It's just and it's the worst feeling too. It's because you feel
you feel sick, but you're not sick.
Exactly. You're not sick, but you feel shitty, right? So
and it's distracting. At school, I'm just dude, I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I know it's not even a lazy thing to say, but dude, you just want to relax. You just want to go home and just lay down.
yeah.
And it's not even a selfish thing to say that. It's just yo, I just don't feel fucking. I mean, today was a bit of a weird day. I talked to Justin about it, but it doesn't help. I'm in class. I'm just dude, this is not a fucking good afternoon for me. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. It puts you down. But anyway, it's supposed to get warmer, right? I mean, coming up, it's gonna rain, and after the rain's gone, we'll get some heat going, and I think I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Speaking of that, my spring break starts.
That's really weird.
Next week, and then yours is after.
I'm still you're done. By the time this is out, you're done. That's really weird. I've never had that with you guys before.
I know. Yeah, our schools are
So are you back? You're back in March.
Yeah, so it's 2 weeks.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back. I think yours is a bit of a normal time, but for me, I'm back on April 2nd. I've never had that. But normally, you guys have a normal spring break time. So.
Yeah. Honestly, from now, from winter break to spring break, it's felt super short.
So short.
But then the beginning of the year from the start of the year to winter break felt super long to me.
Yeah, well, it actually is longer.
Yeah.
Of a time, so.
But it just felt way longer. The spring to, it honestly felt like it was just winter break, not that long ago, which is it's weird.
I'm same here.
So it's going by quick, and then after spring break, we're pretty much, a couple more months till summer. And we're done. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of weird, but we have our school's got we got the hockey team coming up, so I'm the manager for the hockey team, so I gotta fill bottles and help with lines and stuff.
I feel that would suck.
And scorekeeping. All my friends are on it. So the thing is, I just did it because I'm the one thing that's great about being a manager for any of the teams at our school is that you get service hours for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because you're pretty much just helping the team out. And the other thing that's nice about it is that all my friends are on the team, so I pretty much just get to go to their games and watch, which I would do anyways last year. So I get to like watch the games
Plus you're
and get
getting-
service hours and also just like leave school early, like whenever they have games. So that's pretty cool. And then also you
Yeah.
gotta wear a suit every game, like
Really?
on the bench. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I don't know, hockey. You gotta like look professional or whatever.
Yeah.
So me and my buddy are doing it, and that starts up
You have a suit?
when we get back. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna borrow a bunch of my dad's suits.
Oh, from episode 150?
Yeah. So I'll be ripping a lot of suits, I guess, next month. But
Cool.
yeah, so that's coming up too, and then spring break. So that's
Pull a Don Cherry every time. you're
yeah.
there.
Get like the fancy ties and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's got some crazy ties.
Miss that
but-
guy.
Yeah, shout out Don Cherry, man.
Yeah.
It's not the same without him, but
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully, I got spring break as well, and then I'm also on top of that. I'm also doing I just started doing like driving lessons, so I've done 2, and I got 1 more left, and hopefully I can get my N first try. For those of you that don't know, like BC's weird as hell. Canada generally, like you gotta take your L and then your N and then your full license. Where in the States you just like it's one foul swoop, but
Dude, in Calgary, you can drive at like 15, like fully.
oh yeah,
In Alberta.
it's weird as hell. And then you can drive like tractors and shit even before then. Like it's weird as hell. But here in BC it's really weird. But basically when you have your N, you can pretty much drive by yourself. But there's like you just can't overseat, which means like you can only have one other person that in your car. You can have like one person and then one family member, and that's it. And then you can only have one person that's not your family member. So, I'm looking forward to doing that because if I can get that by spring break, I can go drive around and like I don't know, go drive places and stuff. So that's kind of the goal. But hopefully I pass this test. I mean, there's like lots of like stupid rules, honestly. Like you gotta like every time you're turning left or right or like you're changing lanes, you signal and then you shoulder check every time, and then you gotta like pull out. And even when you're like,
What's the mirror for then?
the mirror is just for like glancing your stuff. So you gotta like even before.
Like you're not. Yeah, I mean no, because the mirror shows you what's behind you.
I know, but your mirror won't show you your blind
Oh,
spot.
I was about to say that.
So you
yeah.
gotta like fully look.
Yeah, I was
but the
thinking
thing
that.
is,
yeah.
like, it's actually ridiculous.
Open
like,
the window up.
Yeah.
Full head out
take
there.
your whole head out and like make sure like you can see, like look the person in the eyes, behind you. But it's honestly ridiculous. Like I've driven for like pretty much a year now, and like when you're on the road, you're not like shoulder checking every 5 seconds, glancing your mirrors. Like you're just looking at the road. You're being safe, but you're not like making like your head's not on a swivel the whole time. Like it's a bit ridiculous. So yeah, it's kind of annoying having to do all this stuff. But I mean, once you get my end, I can pretty much just like drive.
You should make a joke out of it. Be excessive. Open up your window. Open your door
Yeah.
when you're at a red light. Open your door and
Yeah.
get out, and then check. That'd be so funny.
It's like ridiculous. Like everyone that drives, like you will never see someone like. There's one. This is like what pissed me off actually. So when you pull into a spot, like when you're pulling out of a spot or pulling into a spot or whatever, or changing from like drive to reverse, you basically have to do a 360 check. So you go like one of these, then you do one of these, and then like if you're pulling out, you do a 360 check. So you look right, and then you indicate, and then you look again, and then you go. And it's like, why do you have to look twice? Like you're doing a 360 check and then a normal shoulder check, and then you're looking your mirrors as well. So it's like, bro, if you get hit at that point, like it's like that's insane. Like it's just I don't know, and it takes so long too. It's like just go. So I don't know. It's kind of lots of stuff to like do, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I get it first try. That's the plan. So yeah, I guess we'll just go on that.
Yeah. All right. Another topic. Have you heard about what happened with Adin Ross this week?
No, I have not.
Adin Ross is all over global news.
What?
Yeah. So,
What the hell?
do you have any guesses before we get into this? Why he's on global news?
Honestly, it could be anything, bro. This Adin Ross guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to actually like watch some of his streams and stuff, and I think he was pretty funny.
Did he
but
stream on Twitch or YouTube? 'Cause I know he's on Kick
he
now.
used to be on Twitch.
Oh, you watched
and
him on
then-
Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he used to be on Twitch, and then he went to Kick or whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, it could be something with Kick or something, or it could be like, I don't know. There could be some like crazy thing like his video was brought up by the government or something. I don't know. It could be anything with him, honestly.
Okay.
Like,
So what happened? I don't know how this started, but one day, this was this week, he was live streaming at night, and these kids from Vancouver were featured in his live. They were on Discord, and they were on a call. Pretty much, Adin Ross's friend, which I'm not familiar with, he pretty much said they dared these guys to drive their car into a lake. I think it's an ocean. I don't think it's a lake where they are in Vancouver. I don't think it's a... I don't think it's a... Yeah, I think it's an ocean. And so they pretty much... This guy dared him to do that. And Adin Ross said he will pay him $8,000 American, which is 11,000 Canadian, to do it. These guys are young. They're like between the ages of... They said they're all different ages. The youngest is 19. The oldest is 21. And I don't know how old the guy is with the car. He looks like 19. I don't know. But basically, it was his car. He has a 2015 Honda Civic, and he said he bought it for $9,000. He thinks it's worth more than he bought it for, but he would be getting $11,000 if he puts it into the lake. So Adin Ross said, I'll pay you $8,000 US once I see a tow truck come and get it out of the water. So I watched the VOD. I didn't watch all the VOD, but I watched like a clip of the stream. And they're pretty much all idiots. Not as honestly, the guys that had their car, they're a lot smarter than Adin Ross. Adin Ross, I didn't realize how dumb he was until today, or when I watched it. He pretty much said, he made them say on stream, my name is blah blah blah, and Adin Ross has no liability to this whatsoever. Dude, if I take a rock, right, and I break someone's window, and I have a video saying Justin does not have any liability to me breaking this guy's window, it doesn't mean shit. Yeah. So it's just really dumb. And also, Adin Ross is like, okay, what I need you to do, he's like, can you die from this? And his buddy's like, yeah, you can. If the water comes into the car and there's so much pressure in the water that you can't open the door, he could drown. And he's like, yeah, but is that likely though? Like, is that really possible?
Yo, chat. Can he die?
That's literally what he was saying.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're all like, yeah. So that's just self-explanatory, dude. And he's like, is it illegal? He's like, so this one guy's like, he's like, we're in Vancouver, blah blah blah. He's like, it's cold as fuck here. They're all wearing like t-shirts, which is really weird. This was like 1 degree weather, and one of the guys Adin Ross is streaming with is from Vancouver. And he's like, oh, you're in Vancouver? Adin Ross is like, yo, go pull up on him. They were worried that people were gonna stream snipe, because I think people were stream sniping. I think they had one or two guys come by, and they were stream sniping. And so basically what ended up happening was the guy said, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Adin Ross is like, I don't want to be liable for you getting injured, which just wouldn't happen in the first place. So he's like, what you gotta do is, you know how in GTA you press Y or triangle and your guy just like comes out of the car instantly? He's like, I need you to do that. Before he gets in the water, just get out instantly and let it roll. Like, let it keep going. You gotta jump out of the car as it's moving and then let it go into the water, because we don't want you to die.
Yeah.
So the guy's like, okay. Then they switched it up. They're like, you gotta break the door. So it took them like 20 minutes to fucking break the door. And they just broke the hinge and got it really loose so that the door was just like...
slide open.
It's like when you open the door, you know how you can't open it anymore? Yeah. They pretty much got it past that point. So it's like completely flipped onto like his... like on his, like right next to his hood. It was like touching his hood pretty much.
Yeah.
And so basically what they did was they drove it in. He drove it in really, really slow. And it got in there and he got out, and they just watched it sink. And the car lights were still on. It was kind of funny. You could see the lights in the water. And about less than 10 minutes after this happened, the police came. And the police rolled up. And they're pretty much just like talking to him like, oh, you guys are live streaming this? And the police were like, is there anyone in that car? Like, is there any... It's just completely at the bottom of the fucking ocean. And he's like, it's not even that deep. He's like, it's like 3 meters deep, 4 meters. But I mean... I don't know about that. I mean, the car was fully submerged. And so they were pretty much like Adin Ross. Before they did this, the guy, his buddy that like dared him to do it, he was like, I'm going to talk to my lawyer and see what the law is there. He didn't really get back to them. He kind of just like left, I think. I don't think he's like, let me go talk. Like, I'll be back. And they're all waiting. And they're like, okay, fuck this. Let's just do it. So he never got, I don't know where he went. I don't know. And so they didn't figure that out. I guess they didn't go through that. But they were trying to find out, is it illegal to do this? Blah blah blah. And the guy was in the car. They were joking around like, "Oh, I can get free towing." He's like, "I have a BCA membership, so I can get free towing." And I'm thinking, do they even would they even let him take it out the fucking ocean?
Yeah.
Would the tow truck even do that? Because normally towing is for my car is, I cannot move my car. Not my car is stuck. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but. Anyway, they pretty much, he's like, I got a BCA membership, so I can, get towing for free. And they're all, joking around, BCAAs? What do you mean you have BCAA membership? That's protein, man. What do you mean? How's protein going to help you? And they're all, joking around. He's like, no. And so Adin Ross is so stupid. He's like, you have BCA, right? He just has no idea what he's talking about. He's like, you have BCA, right? He's like, yeah, I have a BCA membership. He's like, okay, so call BCA and get them to, and people that don't know, it's British Columbia, do you know what it is? I don't remember. I know what it is. It's BC.
It's for insurance and towing and all that stuff.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, call BCA and get them to come down. And BCAA. Oh, is it BCAA? I thought it was BCA. Okay.
Brandon's shitting amino acid.
Yeah, see, yeah. It's not protein. I don't know what they were saying.
Yeah, they're tweaking.
BCAA is really good for you, though. A lot of vitamins and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were pretty much saying, okay, call them and then get them to come down. And they didn't do that. The police came and the police pretty much just shut it all down. And the police just kind of, I don't know. I didn't watch that whole bit. I just saw they muted it. They're actually smart. Those kids, I don't think, a lot of people are saying that they're stupid. I personally don't really think that they're dumb. Think about it this way. They're putting their car into the ocean. I mean, the most dumb thing about it is the fact that they would trust him to give it the money. Yeah, Adin Ross is known for giving money out on stream, sure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you don't know. He said the minimum you would get is $8K USA. He's like, depending on the performance, not the performance, the action, the stunt, whatever. He said he would pay more, but the lowest you would get is $8K. So all right, let's do it. I'm making profit off of my car. That right there sells it for me. If you're making profit off the car, why not just go for it? You get a free towing. Okay, that sounds like, I wouldn't do it just because I don't know Adin Ross, right? I don't know, So I personally would not because of that. But it makes sense. They did it because they want more money, and they were offered a lot of money more than what they paid for the car, so it makes sense. However, the police came, yada, yada, yada. They were smart. They muted the Discord because they're like, yo, they're giving out his, they got to get his personal information and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were smart. And, but the cops were like, you guys are all involved in this? And they're like, yeah. Just is anyone in the car? It's like,
yeah, he's down there.
Yeah, I thought he's just chill. They would probably arrest him instantly. I mean, yeah, Adin Ross is super and then a day or two, he's all over Canadian news, and it was on global news, and saying that Adin Ross dared him to actually. Here, I'm gonna show you the video.
Point boat launch and exiting the vehicle before it becomes submerged. The driver was detained by police at the scene and later released. Charges are now being considered against him. Police say the man was paid by an online streamer to drive the car into the water. One witness at the scene told Global News the streamer is Adin Ross. A video on social media shows Ross reacting to the car being submerged. Crews were at the boat launch early this morning.
All right, so I didn't pay. So yeah. I don't appreciate this because this actually wasn't even me. It was Cheezer who paid. A kick streamer named Cheezer. I just reacted to Cheezer reacting to it.
I don't know how true that is because he was talking to them live. He didn't react to him dealing with the situation because he was there.
Yeah, he was
Whether he paid for it or not, yeah, I would be pretty upset. I would have been like, okay, well, he's being framed for something that he didn't do.
Yeah.
Just because he's the bigger name. So I get him. I get where he's coming from for that. But at the end of the day, he was there live with them and chatting with them and talking through it. So,
bro, it's pretty funny because that's our local news station. That's the one that that's on in our houses and shit when someone's turns on the news. Which I don't know. It's just funny. Adin Ross and is on Vancouver news. That's what we watch. But. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even hear about that, which is insane. But
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know the legality of this situation at the end of the day. Like, I don't know if it's... I would assume it's not illegal, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Maybe it's pollution in the water or something. I don't know. But
who knows?
anyway, they got the money, I guess. I mean, sounds like it, so... Cool.
Yeah, I mean, good for them, I guess. They got a bag, so... Would you do that, too, if you had that option to drive a car?
Yes, but like I said, not if it's Adin Ross, because I don't know him. He could be scamming the fuck out of me.
But, like, imagine, like, I had, like, 11,000.
Yeah, if you gave me $11K... I would actually probably look up how much it would be to resell, because the guy said he thinks that he can get it like sold for more than what he bought it for. And if that's the case, then I would like look into that. And if it wasn't, I'd fucking, why not? I'd put it in the water, and I don't know. It depends. I'd probably try to. I have to see how much it would take to get it out, and I just calculate it. Simple. Like, all right, if I'm gaining more money, sure.
Fair
like
enough.
so.
I probably wouldn't, just because it's like there could be some legal action, or it could be illegal, or again, like I probably just don't want anything to do with that criminal. It's not really criminal, but like criminal record. But it's like the police might get involved, and I just like don't really want to deal with that. So, me personally, I probably wouldn't do that. But you know, I mean, good for them. I guess they got the money. So, All right, I guess we can go on to some more car news, and it has to do with Apple. So basically, for the past decade, Apple has been secretly working on an electric car to basically combat Tesla. And basically, about a week ago, they basically killed the project. So they were working secretively for a decade. And then this week, or I guess last week, they decided that no more. So the project was to create... let's see if I can find it here. The company struggled in recent years to find new avenues for growth, as its all-important iPhone has saturated the market and people are upgraded their phones less frequently than they used to. Tim Cook, Apple's chief executive officer, has publicly hinted that Apple was interested in entering the car space. The company had also been testing hundreds of vehicles equipped with autonomous driving technology in public for many years. The car, internally codenamed Titan and Project 172, was a challenging product to develop as parts of the division were shuttered, plans were scrapped and restarted, and dozens of workers were laid off along the way. The car, which Apple spent billions of dollars researching, had been intended as a rival to Tesla's electric vehicles, which include autonomous driving features. The product was important for Mr. Cook's legacy, as it would have countered the perception that Apple had lost its ability to innovate and come up with the next big thing. Under Mr. Cook's leadership, the company has introduced a small number of new hardware products, including the Apple Watch, which now leads the smartwatch market, the HomePod smart speaker, which flopped, and the Vision Pro, the $3,500 goggles that released this month to rival Meta's virtual reality headsets. So yeah, what do you think of this? It's like
Well, it just sounds like a waste of money, really. I mean,
yeah, it's interesting. It's like I guess no one knew that they were doing that.
Why would they announce that they just abandoned it? Like, what was that for?
Yeah, that's a good point. If it was in secret, anyways.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Google car. Like this, they announced this in like 2016. I think they're out with it, but no one's buying it. It's like millions of dollars. Look how ugly that shit is.
Yeah.
You don't drive it, like it's self-driving. So you can't even get it in Canada then, if that's the case. Google's AI becomes first non-human to qualify as a driver. That's crazy. That's what I instantly thought of right away. The ugly freaking car. But I mean, yeah, it's crazy news.
Yeah, like it's just interesting that what's also interesting to me is that they're going to a whole different avenue. I mean, Tesla is technically considered
I see what
like
you did there.
It's like Tesla is like, it's a car company, but it's pretty much electronics and stuff.
Yeah.
But Apple, which is like
completely
solely
not related
a technology company, going into a car business is like, that's a completely different
field.
Yeah, completely different industry, which was like why I was like in the first place, like why would they make a car? Like I get the incentive and I get where they're coming from, but it doesn't make any sense from
car motors,
where they stand. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it.
Getting into manufacturing cars and producing cars, and
it's a whole different ball game. Like I mean, I know that you like produce phones and you're super big and whatever, but creating a car is something completely different.
It looks crazy, dude.
I guess these are just like These could just be mocks.
They could not even be real.
Yeah, I think these are just
They all look
made up.
different. You realize that?
Yeah, they're all like mock-ups
They're probably not real.
and guesses, I guess, what people.
Dead. They look crazy.
I feel like this is the closest one, but I don't know. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, well, I guess
bet it
we'll
would
never
love. I bet it would love your iPhone.
see. Yeah.
Good luck pairing a Samsung to that thing.
You know, this what reminds me of? It reminds me of the i8, like the BMW
Yeah,
i8.
I was thinking like an e-tron though as well.
Yeah.
But an i8, I see that totally.
Let's get.
And they're both electric, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the i8
Like
a lot
the
better.
i8s are pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like a weird concept, and I don't know. I guess it was like they have like the Apple features in their car and maybe like Siri and stuff, but like I don't know, and maybe like AI or something as well. But it's just I don't know. I found that interesting that they completely abandoned it. Like even Apple was like, okay, it's just not worth
But
it.
they put all this money in. Like why?
Billions of dollars. And I think the reason why they would announce that is because it's like for their shareholders and the people like
I guess.
within the company or people who like their stock maybe drops like a shit ton. Like
They have to explain why.
yeah, because they're a public company and they're like I don't know. They have to do their
Don't
due
invest in
diligence.
the Apple right now. I guess it's too late to say that, but
Yeah. Well, I didn't even see if they tanked because of that, but I'm guessing they probably did a little bit.
oh yeah. For sure.
So yeah.
So another topic, right? It's actually a pretty good week for topics. I'm kind of happy we didn't have a guest now that I'm, talking with all this stuff. Jake Paul is fighting Mike Tyson. July 21st, it was officially announced this week on Thursday that he is fighting Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson's 57. Jake Paul will be 27, and I really question, the validity of this. But then I realized it's Jake Paul. This guy fights anyone that's not a boxer. I think he fought one or two people that were boxers, but
Wasn't the only match one of the only like bouts he lost was to like an actual boxer?
yes.
Yeah.
So, there you go. He's a retired professional boxer. Mike Tyson, one of the best boxers in the world, versus Jake Paul on July 21st at Allegiant Stadium. No, I know it's on Netflix, which is really weird. I think you got to get pay-per-view for it, but it's on Netflix.
That is weird as hell. I
Very
wonder
weird.
how that will work because Netflix doesn't do any like sports like streaming or they don't do anything. So maybe they could be unveiling something with that. I mean, it's just a guess, but Netflix is a weird platform to host it.
It is, and honestly, I don't know who will win. It really depends on how much Mike Tyson is ready for this. If Mike Tyson is fully prepared and the biggest training of his life and he's just treating it seriously, I think he'll win. Just because of his nature and his performance. And if someone's that age and has good cardio, like boxing's a lot of cardio, I think he'll be able to do it. If he's not training as well as he could be, or maybe not as good as Jake Paul, then Jake Paul will win. Purely because he's maybe more athletic. I'd say probably more athletic than Mike Tyson, to be honest. And not doing as much drugs and whatever else you can want to go into. But I think Jake Paul will win if Mike Tyson is not prepared,
Yeah.
To the slightest. Not even to easy. Like if Mike Tyson trains fucking hard every single day, he'll win. But if not, then I think Jake Paul has it in the bag easily. Just because of an age group. You can take anyone his age as a boxer and he'd probably beat Mike Tyson.
The thing is, though, is like Mike Tyson's probably one of the best to ever do it, right? So, and also, like, I don't know how, like, Mike Tyson's he's a heavyweight, right? Jake Paul is, like, I don't know how much Jake Paul is, but they're definitely different weight classes. Like, Mike is way bigger, bro.
It's probably cutting going to happen. Or ball cut.
What I think what happens is, like, Mike Tyson can go in there, and I don't think he's going to go. I feel like the whole point of this bout, the same thing with the sort of, like, Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather is, like, I feel like he's not going to go for, like, the final blow. He's not going to try to knock him out. Like, I think he's just going to sort of, like, hold him in the ring, and they both, like, win. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, Jake Paul, he, stayed toe-to-toe 12 rounds or whatever with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson at 60 years old, or 57 or whatever, it can still fight, and he's still, like, whatever, against a young boxer up and coming, right? But I don't know.
Mike
it's just,
still hits hard.
that's the thing, though. Mike Tyson, if he wanted to, if he gave it everything, could beat the shit out of Jake Paul.
I honestly don't. I think they're just doing it for show, to be honest with you, because they were fooling around online, and they were putting Jake Paul was like, sign the contract, big boy, and Mike Tyson had that on his shirt. He created like a sign here, big boy. Like, he made merch out of that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just a big joke. I don't think there's any hatred to each other. I think they're just doing it for money, honestly.
And exactly, and it's probably just like an exhibition as well. I guess, because it's
100%.
like there's no way
It's gotta
the
be,
weight
yeah.
classes, experience. It's definitely just like a
Yeah.
money fight, and they're definitely just doing it for the bag.
I'd be down to watch. I have a Netflix account. If I have to pay for pay-per-view, nah.
Hell
But
no.
if I have, I got Netflix. I'll look into it.
But I think if they actually went at it, like, and they both tried, I think Mike Tyson would like knock him out.
I think so. Just the sheer power.
The power,
of that
bro.
motherfucker,
The
dude.
experience. Bird keeping.
Yeah.
Iron Mike, bro. He'd knock him out. So
I can see
one
that
punch,
happening.
bro. One punch.
That's all my topics.
All right. Well, I guess now that seeing as we're talking about boxing, we'll talk about Ryan Garcia and what is happening with him. So basically, Ryan Garcia has been just talking crazy on social media. He started talking about Jake Paul, saying that he would finish Jake Paul and that he would win if they would ever fight. And he was basically just tweeting, and that's pretty standard, I'd say, for most fighters, talking shit on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it now, and calling other guys out. I feel like that's a big part of the business now, especially with these young guys. Creates views, creates hype, helps sells tickets. So, Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia were obviously talking about it. I think they were, like, sending tweets at each other, and Jake Paul probably called him out at some point. But then basically Garcia was posting even more like obscure and just sort of like out of the blue insane sort of posts. So he started posting stuff like he posted all these wild claims saying that he was raped as a 2-year-old and that he had an accusation that Elon Musk is the Antichrist. And then in one video, Garcia claimed that he was dead after having his throat slit. So yeah, people are questioning this guy's sanity. And it's like people are like, what is going on with this? So he put a tweet out. This is one of his tweets. I, Ryan Garcia, will not be speaking or tweeting or writing anything other than my fight, boxing, and sports. All topics of discussion will be discussed after my first fight. 5 weeks of focus. You have my word. I'm locked in. I'll see you on the date of the fight. So he claims to his audience that he will not be posting again. And then recently, he he tweets again. And yeah, he breaks his silence with all these insane claims and tweets and stuff. So people are really questioning his sanity, his character, what's going on with him. Is it mental illness? Is it like something that Kanye had, like bipolar? Like people are looking into this, and I don't know. Then they're also saying here, Garcia has previously spoken candidly about his struggles with mental health, admitting to having suicidal thoughts during a recent hiatus from boxing. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting, and I think a lot of people are concerned for him, I guess is the best word. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird situation, and I don't know, sort of out of the blue. So yeah, what do you think about this?
It sounds like Ryan Garcia has mental issues, and I don't think he's has any sanity right now. He started off his career really chill, doing a lot of collabs with YouTubers, and he was in the YouTube space. It now just sounds like he is got hit in the head too many times, if I'm being honest. And I think he's just he's got mental issues. I believe strongly from what he's posted online. That's my takeaway from that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think there's probably something there mentally that he's facing, and I don't know. Maybe social media is the way he's decided to.
Yeah, he would destroy Jake Paul though, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But yeah, I don't know. Just kind of a weird situation overall. And I saw it today. I was like, what the hell? Also, like, considering his character, like what you see of him, what I've seen of him is like he's a nice guy.
Total
really
opposite of that,
friendly.
honestly.
Yeah, like very like well-mannered, well-spoken, like good guy. And then I don't know, it just to me is so random. I think that's why his fans are sort of like, what the hell is going on here? Because he's totally the opposite of what he portrays himself as. So yeah, quite weird news. But yeah, my last topic here is a copper drop. Seeing as we haven't had a copper drop in a little while. and I just deleted the tab.
Control Alt C or no T.
It's Control. Yeah,
Yeah.
Control T.
Control Shift T.
Control Shift T.
There we go.
There we go. Colin's tech savviness, bro, coming in clutch. So
You told me that.
really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's crazy. Okay. So we got the LeBron 21s here. And I just saw these. I thought they were pretty cool. They got the blue accent. And the swoosh is kind of weird. It's like embossed almost here. So it's not, there's no like actual line there, but it's just like coming out. It's like protruding from the leather or whatever. But yeah, I just thought they were a cool color. And yeah, they're basketball shoes with LeBron. Kind of weird though. They look almost like.
Well, it's also a kid's shoe.
That's true.
You're looking at a kid's shoe.
So yeah, that's probably why like the why the sizing's all weird and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like they're pretty cool looking. So yeah, I'd probably say cop on these.
Yeah,
What do you?
I'd say cop. They look pretty cool.
Yeah. So I guess if we have nothing else, is
Nothing
that
from
all
me.
our topics? I guess we'll wrap it up here.
Do we have anything coming up? Do we have any events
We do
this month?
Well, not this month. No, the live stream will be episode 200.
No, that's
and
in a while.
That's in like a month and a half. So, or like almost 2 months. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll be posting updates on that, but that should be in about 2 months' time. But yeah, anything else as it relates?
We will film that. That will be out on. I mean, if we want it on the Sunday, which I guess we should, it will be on the 28th of April.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll
We're in the garage for most of this month.
yeah.
The end of the month, we will be back.
Yeah.
We just had booking problems. So it's kind of hard lately.
Mm. But yeah, we'll try to get some more guests this week or like in the next month.
We got some people in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, we have some people interested. So yeah, hopefully we can keep the guests rolling and yeah, hopefully we get back in the studio pretty soon. So probably we're looking at next month is
A little
probably
less.
back in. Yeah, like the
Couple
end of this
weeks.
month.
3
Yeah.
weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up here. That's been episode 193. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click the links in the description. Go check out the Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.